Ah bah, taille de fenêtre, mais il faut que je règle. Désolé, parce que j'ai déréglé là tout à l'heure, je croyais qu'il était dans la bonne taille. Hop, il se relance dans la mauvaise taille. Hop, je remets tout ça comme il faut. Et on peut y aller. Donc voilà. Donc c'est un jeu d'Alic, et donc là vous voyez, hein, je vais vous montrer. Hop. Non, non, les langues c'est pas ici. Les langues c'est là. Alors quand vous cliquez, d'habitude quand vous arrivez en fait, vous avez voilà la langue anglaise quoi, on va dire anglaise pour le vocal et pour le truc. Sinon, vous avez le russe, langue vocale, l'allemand. Voilà, voilà, il n'y a pas l'italien, c'est bizarre. Donc je vais laisser l'anglais parce que c'est plus courant. Donc il y a pour les sous-titres, il y a, et l'interface, il y a anglais, espagnol. Il n'y a pas le français. Il n'y a pas du tout le français. Là, c'est parce que j'ai mis le patch. Ça le met direct. Il y a l'italien, le polonais, le russe, l'allemand. Et c'est tout. Voilà. Donc là, je prends pour les sous-titres, je vais prendre ça. Donc on va lancer la nouvelle partie. Hop, et là, ils font la promotion de tous leurs jeux à Deponia que je vous avais fait en stream. Hein. Les Deponia, ceux-là, je les avais pas fait. Il y en a quelques-uns, je vous avais fait ou en vidéo, tout ça, mais il y en a plein qui ils ont fait plein de jeux point and click d'Aedalic Entertainment, donc voilà. Pourquoi le son est si bas? Oh, c'est pas grave. Hop, en espérant que voilà, on va faire une nouvelle partie donc.
It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you. I know you like to hear funny stories with jolly people and a happy end, but I don't have the strength for that anymore. What difference would it make if I lied to you? Well, my last story takes place in a land far away, a land that is about to die. It begins in the autumn forest. This is the story of Sadwick, the sorrowful clown. Sadwick is sleeping uneasily, like every night. And he doesn't even know that he'll destroy the world in the course of just a few days.
Ah oui, c'est vrai que le jeu devait s'appeler à la base les Chroniques de Sadwick. Et ils ont changé le nom entre temps. Il devait s'appeler ouais les. Non, je crois que c'était en français que c'était les Chroniques de Sadwick. Et ils ont décidé de le laisser le nom normal. Par contre, s'il y a le générique au début, ça veut dire qu'il y en aura pas à la fin.
What a nightmare. Every night it's the same. I can hardly remember the last time I had a decent night's sleep. Spot? Where could Spot be? He usually comes to see me in the morning.
On va tester le tutoriel, parce que bon, c'est généralement point and click, mais là on va le tester. Parce qu'il cloche à l'emplacement où vous voulez. Ah ok, d'habitude ça ne le dit pas ça. Ok. Alors ça aurait été chiant si ça aurait été tout en anglais. Hop. Heureusement qu'ils l'ont traduit. Regardez le clic droit. Ah, ok, c'est le clic droit, c'est l'inventaire. On regarde pas le tiroir. On va aller voir le four, hein. Non? Source. Bougie. Oh, ça disait quoi? J'ai mal lu? Ok, c'est là pour sauvegarder tout ça. Symbole de la main. J'ai compris qu'il y a des points là, le truc. Là. Apparemment, quand on fait espace, ça nous montre les points. Mais. On parle de symbole de main, mais j'ai pas de symbole de main. Hein. Ouais, pour regarder les objets, en cliquant sur le symbole de main, vous pouvez choisir les articles. Il faut mettre maintenir enfoncé. Ah d'accord, faut rester enfoncé là. Ah ok, c'est pas comme pareil. On va aller voir dans le tiroir. D'accord. On peut regarder le tiroir.
There's
D'accord.
only that stupid note in there. Ben made me write down all my chores. Pure harassment, if you ask me. What the heck? I'd better collect the note anyway. Maybe I'll find a fire somewhere.
Ok, tous les objets interactifs. Okay. Le tiroir. On va le refermer quand même.
Ouch! Oh, damn. This is going to blister. Why do I have to be so clumsy?
Regardez la note d'inventaire.
Ben has given me a lot of tedious chores for today. Why did I even bother to get out of bed?
Ok, on va aller voir dans le four. On va aller voir partout.
That's no use. The handle is broken off. What was that note again? Ah, yes. I remember now. It's where Ben sketched out how the human cannibal act is supposed to work. It's so unfair. He can even draw better than me.
Ok.
That's supposed to be me. Ben didn't get the fearful expression on my face right, though.
Ok.
The most important thing is a solid barrel for the cannon. After all, the cannoneer shouldn't be harmed when he blows me sky high. The plug is attached to the mouth of the barrel. It's the only way to get enough pressure to blow me hundreds of yards into the air. Oh boy, how I hate this act. A parachute should provide a safe landing. Then there's nothing to worry about, is there?
Vaut mieux avoir un.
A small bomb or some gunpowder are sufficient. Just load the cannon and light the fuse. Everything else will turn out fine. Seriously, that's what it says. everything else will turn out fine. I can't believe this is real.
Ok, on peut sortir aussi. C'est quoi ça? Un trou? On va rester appuyé.
Yes, the broken stovepipe. Quite funny how the mind works. Since the handle broke, I made a fuss about how cold it is, forgetting how I always complained about the smoke before. Marbles, roughs, small bells. I'd be less embarrassed wearing a potato sack.
On va aller tout voir, regardez.
That's Ben's spare hat. He doesn't like to wear it quite as much as he used to. He says it sags too much since I spilled all the starch. I once made a list of the most probable causes of my death. The bear's paw was listed number 212, 217, and 321 to 329. This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws or how sharp your teeth are, you can still end up being a doormat for a band of circus clowns.
Regardez ce tapis.
This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your you can still.
Ok, il redit la même chose. On va sortir donc. On va dehors.
Chadwick, you awake? Come here at once. The day's already wasting away.
Right, another happy day in the colorful world of the circus. Spot, don't just lie around like that. What's wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with him?
Maybe he's sick, the plague, or food poisoning,
Don't talk such nonsense.
worm fungus, blue pox. It could be anything.
He's thirsty, Sadwick. That's what happens if you don't carry out your chores properly.
Spot can take it. He's tough.
You've got a lot to learn. Caterpillars don't grow very old. Not if you treat them like this anyway. You better get used to the idea.
You're just saying that to annoy me.
I'm serious. You better give him something to drink.
Yeah, whatever, Ben. Come on, let's go, Spot. We get you something to drink. And after that, maybe we can finally do something useful.
Donnez quelque chose à boire. Une bassine.
The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. That's just a reflection of my face.
On va lui parler avec l'autre.
Not right now.
On va aller le faire chez lui.
Not right now. These are Grandpa's pantaloons. If the stories are true, they've seen the whole wide world, have saved his life more than once, and caused a war.
Et une pelle. On va aller la prendre. Il y a une pelle, on la prend, hein, toujours. Ouais, voilà, c'est sûr. On va pouvoir creuser un trou, je pense. Il y a la forêt, il y a quoi? C'est quoi? Il y a Spot. Un piège. On va aller voir ça.
The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. Bruno! What a shame, he's asleep. He's the only one in the family who listens to me.
On va aller rentrer ici, tiens. Rentre dans la roulotte. Là, il y a tout un tas de trucs là. On pique, hein. Tout ce qu'on peut prendre, on prend.
Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual. Unreachable, like so many things. Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks, not mine. Not that I didn't offer to cook, but Ben objected. It's a sign of how low his esteem for me is. I mean, petroleum soup? Seriously.
Un dentier. Si on le prenait. Ok, il prend. Grenouille. On la prend aussi.
I'd rather leave him in there. It wouldn't be much fun to suck it through with a bottleneck for either of us.
C'est vrai qu'elle est un peu enfermée dans le truc là.
Well, who would have thought? There goes
Il dit la même chose.
Grandpa's latest creation, petroleum soup. Inflammatory on the stomach, highly flammable in general, and a hazard to all low-flying birds in the vicinity. Ouch! Hot.
Est-ce qu'on peut le prendre avec quelque chose là, genre... Non.
Grandpa always wears his hairnet while cooking, but I still find hairs in my soup anyway.
Ok, ça va peut-être servir à quelque chose. Ah, peut-être pour l'eau, non? Peut-être pour l'eau. Quand il y a des trucs inquiétants dans sa... On va en sortir. Est-ce qu'on peut prendre de l'eau dans la bassine? Avec ça.
I shouldn't get my things wet. At least, not as long as they're in my pocket. I don't want to die of an infected bladder.
Ok, apparemment on pouvait aller dans la forêt aussi. La forêt. Allez le déplacer. On va voir s'il y a des choses dans la forêt.
Where are you going?
Ah, on peut pas y aller.
I want to look around the forest.
Don't get lost.
Don't worry.
Ok.
What the?
I could have told you that. You and your sense of orientation.
Ok, c'est revenu au même endroit. On va parler avec Spot. Il faut dans la bassine. La bassine. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
Spot seems to be a little... Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take a look around the autumn forest.
On peut le prendre, mais on peut en faire quoi? Donner à Bruno?
Bruno and Spot get along quite well, and Spot stopped biting Bruno's toenails. That's what Bruno is for.
On va le mettre dans la bassine là, pour qu'il soit dans l'eau. Alors faut peut-être que je lui donne un truc là, un dentier. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire avec une pelle? Qu'est-ce que je peux faire avec la pelle?
I shouldn't get my things wet. I don't want to die. I'll wash my hands later. I've got the feeling I'll get my hands dirty a couple more times today.
Ah, ouais, voilà,
Alright,
fallait
Spot.
juste.
Time to have a drink.
Voilà, c'est ça qu'il fallait faire. Mettre dans la bassine.
There you go.
C'est un peu... Prenez. Ok, le succès qu'on vient d'avoir, c'est on vient de... Voilà, on vient de le rendre comme un ballon. Après de se mettre en boule. pouvez basculer entre le ballon et la forme. Non. Ok, il y a aussi des formes pour le, petite chenille là. Quoi faire? Transformer en cliquant sur l'icône revers par un clic droit. Ah bon, plus des formes pendant le jeu, chacun d'entre elles sera... Ok. Il y a des diverses... Donc ça c'est la forme normale, ça c'est la boule. Ok. Le personnage alors cliquant dessus, ok, on s'en a compris. Parler à Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, sleepyhead. How often do I have to tell you? Rehearsals start at sunrise.
It's not my fault. I slept very badly last night.
Slept badly? What's that supposed to mean? Not those nightmares again.
They're not ordinary nightmares. They always feel so real. The earthquake, the craggy rocks.
Good heavens, Sadwick. Now pull yourself together. You're a clown, a jester, an entertainer. You're supposed to make people happy, not depressed.
On va lui dire ça.
My nightmares must mean something.
Nonsense. Dreams are for losers. The same with your books and your poems. It's time you got a grip on reality, the serious side of life. Does that ring any bells?
You mean colorful balls and makeup?
Geez, Sadwick. You're a real pain. You need to wake up and be productive.
Why am I always getting lost?
Because you're good for nothing. That's why. Lack of orientation is just another thing on the long list of your inabilities. Without a map and a compass, you wouldn't even find your own feet. And what exactly are you doing?
I'm looking for my feet so I can kick you for what you just said. When's our next performance?
Who knows? This stretch of land is just as deserted as all the others we recently passed through. People are leaving the land. They fear the end of the world.
Est-ce que personne d'autre peut faire le clown?
Can't someone else play the clown?
And what do you want to do instead? Lion taming? Just face it, Sadwick. You're not talented enough for the big acts. You can't juggle. You can't throw cream. You can't even perform your human cannonball act properly.
I'm just fed up with honking noses and farting sounds. Why can't we provide high-class entertainment instead?
And what would that be?
How about theater?
Theater? Nobody understands those pompous blowhards. Do you know why people love the circus? Because they don't have to think too hard.
Ah, I get it. If somebody is in search of a real knucklehead,
He can come straight to me and...
his search is over.
Hey, wait a second.
Right, the theater idea is off, but... How about philosophy?
What kind of thing?
What could be more entertaining than getting to grips with the very nature of existence?
Not getting to grips with it? Do you have more of those terrific ideas?
I've written a couple of poems.
Oh, please, spare me your poems. Believe me, nobody needs your cerebral whining.
I sneak to the mirror in the darkest of night. I stare at my image and just see the clown. The louder he laughs, the harder I fight. Oh, sinister world, full of hardship and frowns.
Well, Sadwick, that's exactly why nobody likes you. If you really must write poems, why not some funny limericks?
Limericks?
There once was a young circus clown who imagined the sky falling down. He imagined so bad that it made him quite sad. On his face, he wore always a frown.
Okay, no poems then. But I'd like to do
On va tout
something
faire.
intelligent is all.
Listen, we make good money without producing anything. What could possibly be more intelligent?
You're right. The circus is the only worthwhile form of entertainment.
Spare me your sarcasm. Nobody likes that kind of humor. Now, go and practice your burping alphabet.
Okay.
Or the human cannonball act.
Is there anything I can do?
Don't tell me you forgot your chores again. I even wrote them down for you.
Oh, those. That's not what I meant. I'd like to do something more important with my time. Something meaningful. Not this depressing day-to-day routine.
The sooner you do what you're supposed to, the sooner you can... Hey! Don't you roll your eyes like that, young man. Responsibility is still responsibility. Preferably, you start practicing your human cannonball act. Or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter.
Ok, on peut changer
Where
une
can I
carte.
get a map?
I've got one in the trailer. It won't be easy for you to find, though.
Why?
You know how senile Grandpa is. I hid the map because he keeps mistaking it for one of his recipes.
Oh yeah, I remember. If I ever have to eat Northeast again, I'll be sick for sure.
Une
Where
boussole.
can I get a compass?
I think Grandpa has one. Why don't you go and ask him?
Great. I might as well ask Bruno. Grandpa is so senile, he forgets what you asked if he tries to string two sentences together.
I might be a bit senile, but I've still got 2 ears with which I can still see very clearly.
Oh my, that won't be easy.
Ok.
See you.
Yep. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
Ok, bon bah merci, on va re-rentrer dans la roulotte parce qu'apparemment il y a un truc. Il y en a... En fermant la porte. Pour y voir mieux. Donc, il a dit que c'était caché quelque part là. On va voir sous le tapis.
The rug may look fluffy, but I'm not. I don't want to smell like a dead.
Peut-être dans la tête de l'ours.
Aha! These jaws are.
Ok, ça s'ouvre.
This rug reminds me of no matter you can still.
Ok, il y a un truc dans le trou peut-être. Oh, il est un peu haut.
Only my arm was lengthened and it had to. Then I could reach in and open the stove from the inside. Like I said, the handle is. If I could only reach it from the inside. I can't reach it.
Où c'est qu'il y a d'autres trucs? Là on a relevé le tapis. Quoi ça sert? On peut prendre la note par exemple.
Ben must have put it up there for a reason. Probably as a reminder that I'm not capable of doing anything.
Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire d'autre? Le tiroir peut-être? Mais le tiroir on l'a déjà ouvert.
Empty.
Ok, il a parlé plus longtemps. On va ressortir. On va aller voir dans l'autre roulotte. Ça, donc ça, si vous demandez ce que c'est le commentaire des développeurs. Donc, c'est pas l'appui. Je sais pas si on peut le... Donc là, qu'est-ce que... Ah. Bon, c'est la porte.
The door is rotten and loose-fitting. It's pretty chilly there. It's a miracle that Grandpa hasn't died of pneumonia.
Mouchoir. Vous pouvez prendre le mouchoir. prendre les notes.
Well, who would have thought? Those three there goes. Cooking is one of Grandpa. Not that I didn't. It's a shame. I mean,
De
well, who
cuisine.
would have thought? There goes.
Bon, même chose. Recette.
Well, who would? There goes.
On dit la même chose.
Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks. Not that I didn't offer to cook. It's a shame. I mean,
Dieu, beaucoup. Une bouteille. Ça on peut pas l'avoir. Peut-être avec la pelle. Prendre la pelle. On a une griffe d'ours. Et on a un mouchoir. Ok. Comme d'hab, c'est des jeux.
I'd rather not. I'm so clumsy, I'm sure to knock them over. And then I'd have to get new supplies of earthworm blood. There's hardly a job more exhausting and less appetizing. How about it, Spot? Care for some earthworm blood? I thought so.
Est-ce qu'on peut le mettre dans le chaudron? On peut le mettre dans le chaudron.
Spot is not going into the soup, no matter how much Grandpa keeps bugging me.
Le bocal avec la grenouille. C'est où? Il faut mettre toujours un peu en dessous. En fait, il faut ça est un peu comme un curseur. En fait, il faut qu'il soit à la tête du curseur pour que.
Caterpillars are way better pets. Toads can hardly hold anything.
Ok. L'autre, il nous avait dit que c'était mis. C'était où? Peut-être derrière la porte. Ferme la porte. Ah bah la preuve, il y a un truc caché là. On a un bouchon maintenant. Un bouchon, mouchoir, une résille, une pelle, une griffe d'ours, un dentier. Et la note. Il avait dit qu'on pouvait trouver une carte dans sa roulotte. Il y en a que deux, donc ça c'est celle du grand-père, mais celle qui est là, elle est un peu plus grande, donc ça doit être celle des deux. On va refermer la porte. Peut-être mettre le dentier. Ah, faut peut-être le changer par le dentier en fait.
No, I'd rather not. There are more than enough teeth in this already.
Okay. La griffe d'ours.
I'm not giving him the claw back. It didn't do him any good anyway. The rug may look fluffy, but I don't want to smell like a dead bear when I go into the woods.
Ok, bouchon.
I don't have enough cork stoppers to secure all of the teeth. I have a strong feeling I'll just have to make a grab for it. Goodbye, cruel world.
Ah oui, une clé là.
Ah! Oh boy, that was close. And we'll pay for this. I could have croaked.
C'est quoi comme clé ça? Une clé. Ah quoi la clé? Ah peut-être pour ouvrir le four. Dans le four le truc.
It's not a key that's missing, it's the handle. Well, either that or a better idea, if I could only reach it from the inside.
Une poignée. La griffe, on peut faire une poignée, non?
That's no use. The handle is broken off.
Trouver la poignée. La clé, avec quoi je peux l'utiliser? Avec le tiroir, vu que le tiroir on l'a déjà ouvert. peut-être avec la pelle on peut accéder pas au linge, au trou.
No, the furnace is broken enough already. Like everything around here is slowly breaking down. I don't want to accelerate that process.
Peut-être mettre un bouchon.
I shouldn't cram things into the stovepipe at random. Last time I did that, the whole trailer reeked of smoke for ages. Months later, I was still coughing myself to sleep.
Ouais. Ça y est. Ah, peut-être avec ça. Boucher avec ça.
Grandpa used to dry his hairnet by the stove before he put it on. Said it gave a relaxed feeling to his head. But that was before the handle broke off.
Bon, trouvez donc la poignée. Notre truc là dans lui. Bon, tête d'ours, non, y a rien.
Fetch, Spot. What are you waiting for? Don't you want to protect me?
Et si on le transforme en boulasse?
Fetch, Spot. What are you waiting for? Don't you want to protect me?
Fait pas le même bruit. Ça c'est rigolo au moins. Ok. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire? On commence déjà le truc. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire là? Il faut une poignée pour le four. Je vais faire une poignée avec les trucs là. Qu'est-ce qu'il dit la note? Allô, j'ai pas eu le temps de la voir. J'aurais cliqué dessus. Ah. Ça disparaît tellement vite que j'ai pas le temps de voir ce qui est marqué dessus.
I wonder if I could reach them with this thing. Let's just say I tried, but failed. I'm quite experienced with that anyway. I wonder if I... Let's just... I'm quite... I wonder if I could... Let's just... I'm quite...
Ok, sur la terre d'ours.
The shovel is too big to jam between the jaws. I have a strong feeling I'll just have to make... Goodbye.
Peut-être pour prendre la bougie avec ça.
I'd better not rip the hairnet apart. I find enough hairs in my soup as it is. I shudder to think what would happen if Grandpa let his hair down while cooking.
Ok, notre chiffonné. À prendre peut-être?
Ben must have put it up there for probably as a reminder that I'm not...
On peut bien servir la clé. On va ressortir peut-être dans l'autre roulotte. Tiens, le piège, on peut pas le prendre, le piège? J'ai pas fait.
The trap is empty, and that's how it should be. Fire dragons are flying sources of fire that tend to spontaneously self-ignite. Needless to say, Spot is crazy about the little blighters.
Ok. On va rentrer dans la roulotte donc. Allez voir ce qu'il y a. Il n'y a pas un truc à ouvrir? On va refermer la porte peut-être. Ça ferme la clé le truc.
Grandpa only locks his trailer when he bakes moon hair cake. We don't know why. It's probably got something to do with a secret ingredient.
Ok, Là, ça part direct, j'ai même pas le temps de le lire. J'ai pas du tout le temps de le lire, ni de cliquer où que ce soit pour le virer, le regarder. Mélanger avec la pelle.
Grandpa uses the shovel to dig ingredients from the compost heap.
On va en sortir, là je vois pas trop ce qu'il faut faire. On va aller. Mettre un coup de pelle.
Don't mess with Bruno, unlike you. He's already done his work for today.
Peut-être rendre le dentier au vieux. Au vieux monsieur. Hop.
Do you need your dentures, Grandpa?
No, not really. We're having soup today. They'd just be in the way.
I'd rather not ask Grandpa if he'll help me with my chores. He's likely to comply, and I'd really feel even worse then, provided that's even possible.
Dans la bassine, je peux prendre quelque chose.
I'll wash my hands later. I've got...
Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only soil them again.
Je vais aller lui reparler, je crois que c'est... il me disait où c'est qu'il y avait son truc. Je sais
Hi,
pas lui.
Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
La
Where
carte.
can I get a map?
I've got one in the trailer. It won't be easy for you to find, though.
Why?
You know how senile Grandpa is. I hid the map because he keeps mistaking it for one of his recipes.
Oh yeah, I remember. If I ever have to eat Northeast again, I'll be sick for sure. See you.
And don't, you're a clown.
Et on dit, ah, donc ok, il y a toujours... Donc elle doit être là-dedans. Ouais, truc de recette.
Well, who would have thought? There goes... Grandpa's cooking isn't... Maybe I wish I would say... Cooking is one of Grandpa... Not that I didn't... It's a shame... I mean... Cooking is one of Grand... Not that I... It's a sh... I mean...
Combien de livres de recettes? Il y en a un, il y a une note là.
Well, who would have thought? There goes... More recipe. Grandpa's cooking is... Maybe I wish I would save...
Pas là-dedans. On peut bien servir le mouchoir. Prendre les notes.
I don't really want to know if that's one of Grandpa's... I don't really want...
Ok, il a dit que c'était avec les trucs de cuisine, mais c'est pas là, si c'est pas là du tout, il faut le récupérer autrement.
Grandpa always wears... But I still... Grandpa always... What I still...
Ok,
Grandpa always... But I still...
toujours la même chose.
After Bruno slayed the bear, we had to eat bear soup for a whole month. I don't want to think about what would have happened if the bear had won.
Ils auraient mangé l'autre.
After Bruno, I don't want to...
Non, oui, c'est bon. Compris. C'est pas là du tout. Un truc par là. Pas l'air d'avoir des trucs par là, si. Non, il n'y a pas que c'est ça, on sait pas, ça, il veut rien faire. Alors c'est dans la roulotte, mais quelle roulotte? Il y a une roulotte ici. Donc si c'est pas cette roulotte, c'est l'autre, mais il n'y a pas de machin de cuisine dans l'autre là. Porte.
drawer isn't locked. I used to carve sculptures out of wax. Bones, skulls, lost souls who suffer eternal pain in hellfire. Then Ben decided to lock the candle safely away.
Je peux rien faire d'autre. Là, il manque la poignée ici. On peut faire une poignée. Le bouchon. On va voir.
This cork is hardly an adequate substitute for the handle. I don't believe this is the right answer either. After all, the tough metal handle broke off pretty easily if I could only reach it from the inside.
Peut-être remonter sur la roulotte. On va aller voir. On va accéder de l'intérieur.
That's what Bruno is for. When will I get my own trailer?
Oh, that's a good one. You should be pleased you don't have to share a toothbrush with Grandpa anymore.
Why should I put lipstick on the pig? My home is rotting.
Ok, si on retourne dans la forêt, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oh, mais je crois qu'il nous faut automatiquement la carte et la... Et le... Oh.
What the...
Yeah, that's like playing blind man's bluff without a blindfold.
That's what Bruno is for. Our lunch is already simmering on the stove in Grandpa's trailer. You can tell by the smoking stovepipe and the birds falling down. Grandpa, can I go into your trailer?
Of course, my boy. You want to take a little petroleum soup, don't you? Who would take offense at that?
Maybe my insides?
Il y a d'autres trucs à faire ici. Il y a le piège, ça, il n'y a que ça. Il n'y a pas grand chose. On a déjà tout fait. On va aller voir par là. On va aller voir par là. Mais le lit de cuisine, on l'avait déjà vu. On fout le dentier dans le chaudron.
Grandpa makes soup because after having had solid food, the woodworm that lives in his dentures starts snoring. That's what he says anyway.
Quoi, ça peut bien servir cette clé?
I'd love to, but I can't. I'm just too...
Il faut que je combine des trucs, genre mouchoir avec la pelle.
I'd better not bury it. Maybe I'll need it later. I'd better not bury... I'm going to need... I'd better maybe... I'd better not... I find enough hairs in my soup as I shudder to think what would happen. I'd better not bury... I'm going... I'd better not... I'm going...
Qui sort cette clé?
Only hit the key to tease me. All right, I say no more. I seem to pick up every piece of... I can't open bottles with my teeth since Ben pulled that trick with the painted stone. That's Grandpa's third pair already. The last two were eaten by woodworm, and it's only a matter of time with these. I'm not putting those in my mouth, and neither my size nor my taste.
On va voir à quoi ça
That's
sert.
Grandpa's shovel. He digs for roots and onions with it. Working in a compost heap, I think he stirs the soup with it too.
Ok,
No, that's not as strange. Where did I even get that idea from? Grandpa's he always uses it when he doesn't want his hair to get wet. When taking a bath, when he's cooking.
Mais on peut se le mettre sur soi, donc. Comment c'est pour la... Ah oui. Moi, j'ai une... comprendre comment on met les trucs sur soi. Ouais, ça.
Yeah, yummy. Can there be anything better than the revitalizing feeling of lice crawling between your teeth? I've got the feel. I'm not thirsty. At least, not enough to drink this. After all, Grandpa's pantaloons have been washed in it. The water looks... No. I'll wash my hands. I've got...
C'est pas ça que je voulais. Ah, mais c'est chaque fois que je me trompe. C'est ça que je veux faire. Hop.
I shouldn't get... I don't want to...
Mettre le dentier.
Grandpa's dentures really need to be cleaned, but he'd better do it himself. Ooh, let's hope that's only spinach.
Donc la clé, elle sert à quoi la clé? Un truc dans la roulotte que j'ai pas vu?
A dozen poorly assembled boards hanging from two loosely attached hinges. They protect me from wild predators, murderers, and all the other dangers in life. Or such is the illusion. Ben? Is that you out there?
Is it me out here? I don't believe him. Sitting in the trailer all day long, asking me if it's me out here. Don't you have chores to tend to?
All right, I'm coming.
Le pénard le trou, lui. Enfin là, je le trouve. Ah!
That could actually work. Hey, Spot, I need your help. We have to get this thing open. Do you think you can do that? All right, go for it. That was not too bad.
Ok, donc là on est arrivé à ouvrir le machin. Ah, il y a un coffret. Ah bah c'est pour la clé, c'est dedans. Donc il doit y avoir la carte. Donc la clé qu'on prend pour ouvrir le
I
coffret.
wonder if that's the key to Ben's casket. It matches. The casket is open. Now I shouldn't get lost anymore. No, that's not. Said the clown, but no one laughed.
Ok, on a une carte, on peut la regarder la carte.
Now I.
Ok, maintenant, donc on a la carte. Maintenant, qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire? Je sais pas pourquoi, je l'ai pas fait avant ce truc. Donc, je l'ai pas fait. On va aller voir la boussole. Parler.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
Où puis-je trouver une
Where
boussole?
can I get a compass?
I think Grandpa has one. Why don't you go and ask him?
Great. I might as well. Grandpa is so senile.
C'est vrai que j'ai oublié de lui demander. Mais ouais, je suis con.
Oh my. See you.
Yep, and don't. You're a.
On va passer. On va passer, on regarde. J'ai oublié de lui
Hello,
parler.
Grandpa.
Oh, hello, Ben. You look different. Is that a new hat you're wearing?
I'm not Ben, Grandpa.
I know, Ben. They don't make hats like they used to anymore.
I'm Sadwick.
When I was a little clown, we used to wear real hats with big, firm bubbles.
Sadwick, your grandson.
I could knock out a full-grown ox with my bubbles. I know that poor animal, but that's the way people liked their hats back then. Now, what can I do for you, Ben?
On va lui dire tout, comme ça peut-être nous donner des trucs.
I wish you wouldn't always mistake me for Ben.
I know. The world is a vale of tears when you're young. Everybody's against you. But there are worse things than tight hats and pinching shirt sleeves, you know.
I'm paying close attention to your words of wisdom, like always.
When you're old, there are tight pains and pinching pantaloons, too. And this, my boy, is the most important lesson to take into old age. Loose-fitting pantaloons are the most loyal friends you could ever ask for.
Heavens, did he manage to bring his pantaloons into the conversation again?
I had one of those terrible nightmares again.
There's a cute saying I remember from my boyhood on that very subject. What was it? I forgot.
You mean the old saying, dreams are 10 a penny?
What? That's nonsense. Dreams are not 10 a penny. I once knew a guy who sold dreams at considerably higher prices. Now that I think of it, that guy might have been me.
Who in the world bought dreams?
No one. Well, that was where the plan came short. But it was worth a try. There are always fools who spend money on any little nonsense.
Ok.
I want to take a look around the autumn forest, but I keep getting lost.
If you want to go for a walk, have you given Spot something to drink yet?
Yes, Grandpa. All done and finished.
Well, you've earned a little walk then. But be careful. The autumn forest is big and dense. Yeah, very, very much like my beard. You can very easily get lost in it. Again, very much like my beard.
I already noticed that.
You'd better take my comb. I mean compass with you. Now where did I put it? I know, it's in the trailer. Under the bed.
Great. Thanks, Grandpa. Under the bed, right?
Yes, under the bed. I like to take a pinch late at night.
Take a pinch of the compass?
Yes, I know, it's unhealthy. But at my age, well...
Are you sure you're talking about the compass? Don't you mean compote?
Compote? What are you insinuating? Did you nose around my notes? Besides, if I planned anything like that, it would be none of your business. You must consider all the consequences of such a compote, you know.
A compote with broad ramifications?
Yes, so you better keep your nose out of it.
Oh, Grandpa, you're talking about a complot. You're planning a complot.
A complot? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't need to plan a complot. I just made one not 10 minutes ago, right behind the trailer.
That's compost.
Impossible. I carry the compost with me all the time.
The compost?
It's in my pocket. I'm pretty sure it is. Just a second. Here it is.
Grandpa, that's not compost. That's the compass.
Really? Then where's the compost? Would you mind checking under my bed?
Sure. Just remind me again later, okay? Now, I'm taking a walk in the autumn forest.
I'll be back for lunch, you hear?
No, thanks. I really don't care for petroleum soup.
What's that?
Oh, nothing really. Thanks, Grandpa.
C'est mignon et rigolo en même temps, ce jeu, parce que l'autre il comprend les mots, mais c'est pas les mêmes mots. Et vu qu'en anglais, il y a des mots qui se ressemblent au niveau des sons, c'est un peu chiant. Et donc là, ça joue avec compost, complot, compas, compass, qui veut dire en anglais la boussole. Là, ils l'ont pas traduit. Ils ont pas mis. Voilà. Là ils n'ont pas traduit, ils ont traduit boussole mais pas, bref c'est un peu bizarre, et compass peut-être pour que le jeu de mots les jeux de mots restent, mais c'est rigolo. Je trouve ça rigolo. Lui qui comprend complot, compost, compas, compost aussi, compost. On va lui dire le dernier truc, comme ça il va peut-être nous donner un truc en plus à faire.
Yay, Grandpa. You've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
On va lui demander sur la forêt
What do
d'or.
you know about the autumn forest?
Ah, the autumn forest is it's an enchanted place full of mystery. Strange creatures dwell there, but not as many nowadays as in the past. In ancient times, lots of diverse tribes lived there. Ah, you can still find traces of them in ruins and caves. When I was a child, half the valley was submerged underwater. Now, there's only that little lake with the island. That's all I can remember at the moment.
That's not surprising. You'd even forget the color of your hair if you didn't look in the mirror regularly.
But I still know that it starts with a G.
That doesn't count. You're just guessing.
But I'm right.
Why? Yes,
See? That's all I need to know. Please let it be green.
Do you know
Franchement,
anything about nightmares and visions?
I know enough that I can't give a profound opinion about them. Only real oracles can interpret dreams, and they're the only ones that can tell you if it was a vision of some sort. I once thought I had a vision too, you know. Ah, yes, an angel appeared and told me that one day my pantaloons would save the world. I was so excited. I went on pilgrimages, gathered disciples around me, and performed services. And all that without ever changing my pants. Finally, a gypsy told me that it had only been a scare. Oh, Ben, you can hardly imagine how embarrassed I was. 5 years in a monastery, simply because I had chili casserole before bedtime.
Ok, on va aller chercher.
I'll just look it up myself.
Yes, couldn't hurt. I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a little mixed up.
See you
Captain.
later.
Cheer up, Ben.
On va aller dans la forêt donc maintenant. On peut aller dans la forêt vu qu'il se perd plus. Là, la boussole et tout.
oh dear, he's getting more and more difficult each day.
Ah, he's still young. He hasn't found his responsibilities in the world yet.
He should carry out his responsibilities to the circus first, before looking for new ones.
Oh, by the way, I hate you, both of you. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Never mind me.
Ben is in a bad mood today.
Oh, shut up, Grandpa. Just be quiet, will you?
Ok, on a le cirque, on va aller sur la rive.
Yikes! There's somebody there. A stranger. I wonder what he's doing here.
On va lui parler.
Hello.
Ah! Oh, thank heaven, you're not an Askew, obviously.
I'm not a what?
Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. At last I've met someone. Are you from around these parts?
No, we're just passing through with our circus.
Damn, I thought it was too good to be true.
Qui est cette personne?
Who are you?
Why do you want to know? Are you one of the Askew spies?
Could be.
Ah, nonsense. Of course you're not an Askew. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. My name is Bobby. I've come from far away. Huh? Oh yes, I am a Chusky. You know? And you are?
I'm Sadwick. My family owns a small traveling circus.
I understand. So, you're some kind of clown.
We're in the performing arts trade.
A clown, then. You don't look particularly happy, if I might say so.
Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire, Chasky?
What does that mean?
What? You don't know the Chasky? The word means messenger. We perform important tasks on behalf of the king.
Chasky. Now I remember. Grandpa told me about you, but you can't be a Chusky.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
Chusky are noble messengers to Corona.
Oh, yeah? And where do you think I'm coming from?
Well, you rather look like someone coming from a...
That's right. Directly from the royal court.
You? From Corona? I don't believe you.
You should. I am a Chasky, and I'm on a mission on behalf of the king.
Chusky are brave heroes and
That's right. What do you think brought me here? I'm in the middle of a hair-raising adventure. The fate of the world lies in my hands.
You're exaggerating.
Not a bit. There have never been situations more desperate. I'd rather not go into details. You'd never be able to sleep at night if I did.
Ha! Like that would make a difference.
On
Our skilled trackers.
va faire tout le truc.
Even though it may look that way, I'm not lost. I'm just not sure about where to go. That's all.
Chusky are cheerful adventurers.
Ha! That's good coming from you. Looking at you doesn't exactly fill me with joy either.
I didn't sleep well. I suffer from nightmares.
Nightmares, you say?
In fact, I don't really know much about the Chusky.
Unfortunately, I haven't got the time to tell you about my daring adventures, which is a shame. They're full of suspense. Epic, too. And every now and again, there's a laugh or two included.
Well, too bad.
Quelle est sa mission?
What exactly is your mission? Not that I'm really interested.
Actually, it's a secret. But all right, I'll tell you. I'm carrying a precious and powerful artifact. The Whispering Stone.
The what?
Whispering Stone.
Blistering bone?
The Whispering Stone! Why don't you listen?
How could I with you mumbling like that?
My mission is to take it back to Corona, to the king's castle.
Pierre chuchotante, ça a pas l'air d'être un artefact puissant.
Whispering stone? That
C'est
doesn't
sûr.
sound very powerful.
I don't know very much about it, but I do know that it's very important.
Otherwise, the Royal Stones collection wouldn't be complete.
It's not a joking matter. As far as I know, the king needs it to prevent the end of the world.
And
Up.
now I'm supposed to help you with your mission, right?
The clown wants to help a real Chusky with his mission. Now that's a good one.
What? I'm sure I could be of some help.
Impossible.
I'm every bit as good as you.
At least you're a pretty good clown.
Whatever. Okay, so do your stuff alone.
Hey, take it easy. I understand that you're fascinated by my adventures.
Yeah, well.
But you simply don't know what you're getting involved with. The life of a Chusky is full of danger. You'll get yourself into big trouble. If you want to help me, you'll need to be 100% certain.
On va dire j'en suis sûr comme ça. De
100%
toute façon, ça doit être dans le jeu.
Sure.
So, at least you've got guts. That's a good thing. But are you skillful enough too?
In fact,
On va lui
I'm
dire
quite a
ça.
clumsy fellow.
In that case, you'd better forget it. As my right-hand man, you couldn't be all thumbs.
Ah, bon, on va lui dire
I'm
le truc.
just as skilled as you are.
Didn't you claim otherwise just now?
The bugs are very noisy around here. You must have misheard.
Well,
Mm-mm.
never mind. But I wonder whether you are optimistic enough. You strike me as being rather negative. Chusky are characterized by their incredible joyful nature, which gives us the energy to find a way out of even the most difficult situations. Are you really joyful enough?
Et t'es un clown après tout.
Of course. I'm a clown after all.
Right. How could I ever doubt you? Very well then. It looks like you meet the necessary requirements. Great. You see, I'm really desperate and time is running out.
Don't get your hopes up. I'm not very good at things like this. Usually things get more complicated as soon as I try to help.
That doesn't sound either brave or joyful or skillful. Maybe I should put your abilities to a test first.
A test?
Yes. You could go and fetch me something to eat. A nice fish would just do the trick.
What? I'm supposed to catch a fish for you? I wanted to help you with your mission. If I want to play the lackey, I might as well go back to my family.
Hold your horses. First, you show me what you can do by catching a fish for me. Then, I'll fill you in on my mission. Do you think you can do that?
On va lui dire ça.
I'll manage.
Je pense que c'est le but.
somehow.
I believe in you, Sadwick.
Are the stories about Corona true?
It depends. Which stories are you referring to?
I heard that the end is near.
That's right, I'm afraid. The landscape around Corona has already started to fall apart.
Like in my dream.
You dreamed about that? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why do you say that?
Oh, and no reason. Forget about it, will you?
On va lui demander ça.
I heard that the king is dead.
He's not dead, but he's very weak. I think the impending doom is getting to him.
C'est
I heard
tombé.
Corona has fallen.
Not yet, but the situation is growing more and more threatening. The Asgil have advanced up to the castle.
The Asgil?
Yes, a horrific strain of creatures. It's just a matter of time, I fear.
In fact, I've only heard rumors.
Well, not everything one hears is true, but the situation is serious.
You think my dreams are trying to tell me something? My brother Ben says I shouldn't worry.
Yes, listen to your brother. Keep on dreaming and pretend you never heard of the world's big problems. Yes, as if you never even met me. That's best for you. Just ignore the fact that the world is on the brink and we're all doomed.
Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
Oh, you think I'm exaggerating? It already started, Sadwick. The land is falling apart. The end is nigh.
Like in my dream.
That was your dream? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why? They're only dreams.
Only dreams. Only dreams, he says. What if it's not? What if it's a vision?
A vision? You think so?
I admit, it's not very likely in your case. Only important people have visions. Kings, oracles, and Chasky. Nevertheless, the thought is unsettling.
On va lui demander. On va lui dire plus tard.
About this test.
You're still not finished? My stomach is about to collapse. I've been...
On va lui redire.
Do you want to see the circus?
What? Are you mad? Do I look like I have time for that kind of nonsense? You just go back to your circus, Sonny. I have to deal with the important things in this world.
So the big responsibilities of this world are up to you? Now that's unsettling.
Yes, indeed. And neither elephants nor colorful balls can prevent me from carrying out my mission. Not even cheerful chimps with hilarious hats. You don't happen to have chimps in your circus, do you?
No.
No, of course not. And even if you had, I wouldn't have been interested at all. For I am Chasky, and nothing can stop me from carrying out my mission.
Ok, on va aller tenter de faire le truc. Donc, qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire là? Il y a l'eau. Une branche. Ouais, tiens, une branche. Va être utile. On peut que parler, le lac, il y a quoi là? Île.
I don't think anyone will see me if I wave. The island seems to be inhabited, but it's too far away to swim there. I don't think anyone will hear me if I call.
Lac.
I can't really catch fish with my bare hands. No chance. I can't get near enough before they take flight. I'm too clumsy. No thanks. Like a useful occupation, for example, or respect.
Okay,
The water looks down. No, wait. He's had enough already.
Je venais le foutre dans l'eau, mais non. Donc on a une branche peut-être pour faire une canne à pêche, mais on n'a pas de mouchoir peut-être. La boussole toujours. Mouchoir et la griffe.
Haven't I already broken enough? Grandpa's dentures, really, but he'd better do it. Ugh, let's hope. Now it's him. Now.
Ok, on va essayer de chercher de quoi faire une canne à pêche.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want?
On va lui dire qu'il a vu un
There's
étrange
a
monsieur.
stranger at the shore.
Were there any kids with him?
No, no kids.
Did he look simple-minded and easy to impress?
A bit simple-minded, maybe?
Did he look rich?
Not really.
Then we're not interested in him.
But I told him about my dreams and he...
Sadwick, Sadwick, Sadwick. How often do I have to tell you? We're a traveling roadshow. We sell dreams to kids and wealthy fools.
But-
And why not to anyone else?
Because it doesn't pay off.
Exactly. Because it doesn't pay off.
See,
Ok.
Yep. And don't you're a
Il faudrait au moins une ligne pour la canne. Et là, il y a le bocal... non, il n'y avait pas un bocal de... Je crois que c'était des bocals de Dieu, je crois que c'était un bocal de verre de terre. Note, recette, porte. Non, il n'y a pas de...
I'd rather not. I'm so clumsy, and then I'd have to get new, so there's hardly a job more exhausting. I don't think twigs are a necessary part of these recipes, but I...
Ok, ah, peut-être un bouchon sur la branche.
Oh boy. What am I doing here? It's just a branch. Oh boy. It's just... I don't play fetch with Spot anymore. It's no fun when he keeps eating the sticks.
Il mange toujours, donc la branche pourrait nous servir pour pêcher. Ah, peut-être si je retourne sur la rive et que j'utilise la branche, il va peut-être me dire à un moment ce qu'il faut faire. Oh, je demande au mec.
I shouldn't get my things wet. At least, not as long as they're in my pocket. I don't want to die of an...
Lui reparler.
Hello, Bob.
Ah! Oh,
Look.
you're still my stomach.
Can't you catch something yourself?
Ah, of course I could. I'm a Chasky after all. But this is your assignment. Show me what you can do.
Can't we just skip the fish part?
No, Sadwick, I'm afraid not. I need to see what you're capable of before I can let you in on the path of the Chasky.
The path of the Chusky. Good grief.
I see great potential in you, but the mission is too important. I need to be sure that you have what it takes.
Whatever. I can't make it.
You can't give up just like that. A Chasky never gives up, Sadwick.
I'm not a Chusky.
And you will never be if you keep acting like that. Here's some advice. If you're having problems, just ask yourself, what would Bobby do?
Shit about doing nothing.
Obviously, you still have a lot to learn.
Ok.
I'll manage.
Il dit rien d'autre.
I believe in
See you later.
later.
Ok, on peut lui prendre quelque chose par exemple.
I'd rather not shake hands with him. I don't want to catch warts. Bobby looks nervous.
Nerveux, mais il fait pas ce qu'il faut.
Bruno! What a shame. He's the only one.
Pas d'autres trucs sur lui là? Non. Peut-être dans le piège?
Don't men like you.
Bruno sleeps almost. He has to. I bet he never. On the other hand, maybe the trap is empty. And that's fire dragons made us just.
Faut peut-être mettre quelque chose là-dedans. Avec d'ours.
That's not suitable for attracting. Grandpa always uses Hawaii.
Un œuf de quoi? Un œuf de machin? Un bouchon?
That's not suitable, Grandpa.
L'œuf de machin. Y'a pas un œuf là-dedans? On va prendre ça?
I'd rather leave him in there. It wouldn't be much fun to suck it through with a bottleneck for either. Unreachable, like so many things.
Avec la canne? La canne, la branche?
I'd rather not. I'm so oh,
Ah, peut-être avec le...
Not even Spot likes Grandpa's eye candy, and he'll eat almost anything. How about it, Spot? I thought
Pardon, les
there are
recettes.
some juicy recipes with worms in here too. I'd better not let Spot see those. No, Spot, there's nothing to see here.
Recettes,
There are
notes.
some juicy recipes. I'd better not. No, Spot, there's nothing to see here.
Et dans le chaudron, livre de cuisine.
There are some juicy recipes. I'd better not. No. Caterpillars are way better. Toads.
Il y a quoi d'autre là? La porte. Peut-être à l'intérieur du... de l'autre roulotte. Quand il peut monter, peut-être. J'ai pas fait attention. On va fermer la porte par contre.
Spot doesn't need a costume. I once had shown him a cape for the Burning Hoop Act. It ended in a near tragedy. Since then, we've been performing without a tent. Spot doesn't need it. I once it ended in a near since then.
Le bonnet.
Spot doesn't need a funny hat, no matter how often Ben insists. Spot doesn't. I once it ended since.
La bougie. Prendre avec le mouchoir peut-être. Ah mais il va dire qu'il va cremer tout.
burn things at random just because that's how I lost my ant wrench. I shouldn't burn. That's how I lost my.
Ok, elle a perdu sa ferme de fourmis. Bouchon peut-être? Peut-être le cramer? Ok, au milieu, faut toujours l'enlever du milieu.
I shouldn't burn things at that's how I.
Il y a quoi à faire ici? Il y a toujours le trou. Peut-être un truc à prendre avec le tapis?
I'm not giving him the claw back. It didn't do it. The rug may look fluffy, but I don't want to smell like.
Et qu'est-ce que je peux faire là? Faudrait que j'arrive à pêcher, donc il faut que je trouve un moyen de fabriquer un fil, mais comment je peux préférer un fil? Ah, peut-être dans la branche, là-dedans, dans le trou.
I shouldn't cram things into the stovepipe at random. Last time I did that, the whole trailer ripped. Months later, I was.
Pas ça. Coffret peut-être.
That must be the way Ben managed to get the casket into the stove. Obviously, he didn't mind that he couldn't reach it anymore.
Branche sur la bougie.
shouldn't burn things. That's how.
Donc on l'avait déjà. Franchir le
Oh
mouchoir.
boy. What? It's just. Why not? Of course, I could try. Don't I have more important things to do than pick? I'm such a. Don't I have more important things? The compass need where north of the tree line there are no boring. Oh boy, it's just.
Ok, c'est pas là donc. Moi je pense pas. Touk touk touk. Tuk tuk tuk. On va aller. On est allé déjà là-bas. On va aller. Là, il nous regarde donc. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire là? Merde. J'ai cliqué à côté. Il peut se mettre en boule lui. Ah, peut-être qu'on peut l'envoyer dans l'eau. Ah mais non, non, on l'envoie déjà envoyé en l'eau. Dans l'eau.
Bruno and Spot get along quite well. Bruno won't eat Spot for dessert, and Spot stopped biting Bruno's toenails.
Donc, en fait, ça s'arrête le son là à chaque fois. Je clique à côté ou quoi? Ok, le piège. On range dans le piège peut-être? Mais non, ça il faut mettre un truc. Costume. On peut faire quoi d'autre là? La roulotte, là, cette roulotte là. On va aller voir dans les costumes, il y a peut-être des trucs.
Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only soil them again. Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only soil them again.
On va remettre l'autre comme ça, déjà. Touk, 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 touk. Donc, hop. Donc. Je vais aller retourner peut-être vers le coin là-bas. Il y a ça qui s'est ouvert. Chier ça. Hop, on va le virer. Donc on peut pas aller ailleurs, hein? Non? C'est que là et là. Ici, il y a quoi? Il n'y a rien d'autre. Il y a l'île. Hop, on va prendre ça. On va mettre... elle est où la résille? Pas une résille? Elle a dû... Ah, ça doit être tout équipé. Ok, elle était là. Et au-dessus. La pêche est là.
Well, let's see. A measly dip net for a measly.
C'est vrai que j'étais en train de me dire, j'avais pas essayé ça.
That'll work.
On va pouvoir pêcher avec ça, non?
Hey, actually worked. Looks like the clumsy little brother finally accomplished something.
Donc on a du poisson. Est-ce qu'il le mange cru déjà?
I did it. I caught a fish.
Ooh, yum!
Il est un peu gros.
That's the first good news I heard in months.
Will you tell me about your mission then?
Of course, I'm a man who keeps his promises. But be warned, helping me will put you in great danger. The Asgir are hot on my trail. I shouldn't even be here anymore.
Now, please, don't exaggerate.
You have no idea, have you? Well, are you sure you want to get involved with this?
We've been there already. I'm absolutely sure.
All right then. Well, have you ever heard of Shana?
On va dire que il a jamais entendu parler.
Shauna? No, never heard of her. Who's she supposed to be?
She's an oracle, a kind of clairvoyant. And according to the legend, she lives somewhere in the autumn forest. But maybe it's nothing more than that. Just a legend. I've already searched until I'm half dead. I'm going to cancel my quest. I mustn't stay here too long. I've got a bad feeling that the Asgil are hot on my trail.
Hop.
Say, about this Shauna.
Yes? What about her?
What do you want from Shauna?
Verona is far away. Without help, it will take months to get there. I'm hoping that Shana can give me some advice. There must be a way to shorten the trip.
An oracle? Can she interpret dreams as well?
Of course.
In that case, I have to meet her too. Maybe my dreams do mean something after all.
You could come with me.
Really? That'd be great. I'll finally find out the meaning of my dreams.
Provided, of course, we can find her.
Par où on va
Where should I
commencer?
start looking for her?
The only thing I know is that she's supposed to live in a cabin in the middle of the autumn forest. But where exactly? I have no idea. I came down from the hills in the east. There's a good view of the valley and the whole autumn forest from there. But a cabin? Not a trace. The only things remotely resembling buildings are those ruins to the west. But I've already been there. A couple of columns and statues, that's all. Then there's that cave near the mountains. And that finally leaves the forest itself. Maybe you could get a better overview from that giant tree to the south. I can chart those places on your map if you want me to.
Well, at least that's a start. Enough of shop.
As you wish. What else is on your...
See you later.
Later.
Ok, donc maintenant il m'a mis un truc. Il a dû mettre un autre point sur la carte, donc on va y aller. Oula. Il y a les ruines, l'arbre. On a le cirque et la grotte. Il a dit que c'était plus vers l'arbre. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a donc dans cet arbre? Il y a un trou.
The hole is too small for my hand. Besides, who knows what nasty little insects live in there?
Ah, il y a un truc qui brille là. Ça c'est de la résine apparemment.
I can't scrape off the resin with my bare hands. The only thing I'd achieve is getting my hands sticky.
Prendre un mouchoir pour la prendre. Alors résine.
I'm not taking the resin. I get my pockets all sticky. I need some kind of container.
Ouais, la pâte de l'ours. Il mange bien, hein, il mange bien du miel avec les pâtes. Je rigole. Je rigole.
Fortunately, I think I could make something out of this. I have to scrape some of the resin off the tree first.
Est-ce qu'on peut regarder dans le truc?
The tree seems to be hollow.
Hein?
That must be the tree Bobby was talking. It's taller than all the other trees in the vicinity. But how can I get up there? I'm a rotten climber. The tree vaguely resembles Grandpa's marble cake, and it's just as woody.
Ok, donc ici, il n'y a rien d'autre, apparemment. Ou il y a des choses à faire plus tard. Quand il est bien placé, il est sur le truc. On va aller voir les ruines. Oula, il y a plein de trucs. Ça sent l'énigme. Bon, il y a une tortue. Ah, là, on peut la prendre.
I can't take that. It's chiseled in stone.
On va lire ce qu'il y a
There's an
dessus.
engraving on the tongue. It reads, "In memory of the mighty sea eyes, they watched over our world for millennia. They watched over us from numerous eyes. We brought them the green round fruit of the Fatalia tree as offering, and they rewarded us by bringing light into our lives." That's odd. Mason poetry. Either people used to have awkward heads or lousy masons.
Une autre statue, est-ce qu'on peut la prendre? On peut prendre les deux statues déjà. Un buisson. On va essayer dans le buisson.
There seems to be some kind of a path. I have to get through somehow.
L'appel peut-être? Allez, où l'appel? Un peu plus haut l'appel.
There's nothing much I can achieve with a shovel. A hedge trimmer would make more sense.
La porte.
It's locked, and I don't. A typical Shadwick situation.
Il faudrait une cisaille. On va aller voir le dernier lieu. On a déjà récupéré des trucs, ça sera peut-être utile. Il n'y a que ça dans le coin. Il y avait la grotte. Ouais, il y a des trucs là. Un totem. Merde, il faut rester appuyé pour voir. L'habitude que dans
This
ces...
seems to be some kind of ritual place. A cemetery? No. It looks more like a cult site for offerings.
J'ai plus de l'habitude de quand on clique droit ou quelque chose comme ça, mais là c'est différent.
It's my policy not to disgrace foreign cult sites. It's hard enough that my own god hates me.
Ok. Que des totems. Ah, il y a un bol. Est-ce qu'on peut le prendre le bol?
Phew. No, the ball is tightly attached to the totem.
Ok. On va rentrer dans la grotte. Voir ce qu'il y a. Oula. Il y a une grosse toile d'araignée. Il y a un champignon. On va prendre le champignon.
I'm not here to collect mushrooms, and that goes twice for those.
Et ça pète de partout ces trucs.
Nature creates a great number of amazing species, and sometimes I believe she only does it to annoy me.
Les champignons, champignons, toile d'araignée.
Yeah, I could tear the web apart with my bare hands, but I have this splinter in my finger, and the web really looks tough. It has nothing to do with my arachnophobia, honest.
Ok, on va prendre la pelle, peut-être en enlevant la toile d'araignée.
See. No, the web is too strong. I can't cut my way through.
Ok, champignon à coup de pelle.
I'm not here to collect mushrooms, and that goes twice for those.
Ok, on va retourner voir les trucs. Alors on est allé voir quoi en premier? L'arbre. Non mais l'arbre il y avait rien. Peut-être les ruines. Peut-être les ruines. Ah oui, je peux. Je voulais voir la statue et là il y a marqué mousse. La mousse, on peut l'enlever. On peut peut-être l'enlever. Attendez, je vais aller voir. On peut peut-être l'enlever avec la main. Il y a de la mousse. Il a l'air d'avoir un truc dessus. Ah, il arrive pas à retirer la main nue. Mouchoir peut-être?
Yes, that could work. Hey, what have we here?
Ok, donc apparemment il faut un écusson dessus. Peut-être dire à l'ordre que j'ai trouvé un mécanisme et tout, qui doit m'aider. Parce que là, j'ai rien d'autre qui peut permettre peut-être la branche, mais... Attendez sur la rive. Je vais parler.
Sadwick! Shh! Did you see that just now?
What?
I think it's the Askew. They found me!
Oh, that's nonsense. You really are the biggest coward I ever met.
But they're here. I know for sure. I need to get away as quickly as possible. Or we'll be lost if the Askew get hold of the Whispering Stone.
Please don't go yet.
On va lui dire que
I
j'ai trouvé ta
discovered
chose
something
derrière.
in the ruins. Some kind of mechanism.
A mechanism? I must have missed that.
There was also a socket for a stone.
A socket, you say? Was the royal insignia next to it?
Yes. How did you know?
Good grief, Sadwick. That must be the secret passage to Shanna's place.
Unfortunately, though, it's locked tight.
That's as may be, but we have the key. Those insignia locks used to be quite common throughout the whole kingdom. I'm sure the Whispering Stone will fit there.
The Whispering Stone? Well then, what are we waiting for?
Okay. I mean, no, wait. With all the excitement, I nearly forgot the Askew. They mustn't find me at any cost.
You can't be serious.
But I am. I'd rather stay here.
And give me the stone at least. I could go and talk to Shanna alone.
What? Impossible. I can't give you the Whispering Stone. The fate of the world depends on it. What if you make a mistake?
If you don't give me the Whispering
Ah, on va
Stone,
lui dire ça.
I'll never be able to find Shanna.
You cannot have the Whispering Stone. It was entrusted to me alone. I promised not to pass it to anyone else.
But you promised
oui.
we'd go to Shanna.
That may be right, but
Then give me the stone. We're virtually a team now. Or did I not help you before?
well, you did.
And on top of that, I have those visions. I'm sure they mean something. It can't just be a coincidence. Come on, give me the stone and I'll find Shanna. I'd be surprised if the Askew found you here that quickly.
I know this is a mistake, but all right. I will entrust the Whispering Stone to you.
Thank you. You won't be sorry.
Please, hurry, Sadwick, and guard that stone jealously. If something happens to it, we're all done for.
Ok. Ouais, donc on va retourner aux ruines et on va placer ce truc dans le petit trou là. Les ruines. Terre chuchotante, on la prend. Hop. Dans le trou.
Ha! I knew it. It matches.
Oula oula.
Hey, what's happening?
Il y a la manette qui s'est mise à vibrer. Ça, apparemment le jeu se joue à la manette. Hein. Oula oula. Ils ont de l'électricité dans la roulotte.
No! Stop it, Spot! Spot! What? What did you do now? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'd better tell Bobby.
Okay.
What was that?
Ok, L'autre il a bouffé la pierre. Heureusement elle est pas tombée, il l'a bouffée. Ouais, apparemment il a dit d'aller voir Bobby, on va aller le voir. On va aller le voir. Hop. Ah, bah il est plus là.
Bobby? Bobby? Hey, What happened here? Looks like there was some kind of fight. The Asker got Bobby. Oh dear. It's all my fault.
Vraiment, il y a des trucs là. Ah, il y a un couteau, on va le prendre. Ah, il y a des bombes. On va les prendre. Il n'y a que ça. Je vais voir s'il n'y a que ça. De toute façon, on peut le voir direct. Ouais, il y a l'arc avant que ça. Donc, tac. Et donc, on peut faire quoi avec le couteau? Je vais voir si on peut tailler les buissons dans les ruines. Peut-être ça va aider le couteau. Il n'a pas l'air d'être gros, mais bon, on sait jamais. Ouais, il fait... Ah si, il fait très... Il fait très... On dirait une petite...
Here we go.
Ah oui, bon, ça c'est... On dirait une cisaille, c'est vrai.
I knew it. There's an overgrown path leading deeper into the valley. Shana, I'm coming.
On peut avancer donc. Merde. Non, j'appuie pas là. On peut avancer donc maintenant. Pourquoi ça me lance le... Ça m'a mis le menu. Allô?
Come on, Spot. Don't
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Pourquoi il y a le menu qui s'est lancé là? Oula. En fait, il devait y avoir une petite cinématique et j'ai mis le menu sans faire exprès.
Hey, who do we have here?
What?
Oula.
Where? I don't see anything.
There's a guy wearing a clown's costume.
Huh? Don't try to pull my leg again. You know darn well I can't turn around.
Ok, il y a deux pierres qui sont en train de nous causer là. C'est un univers féerique donc c'est un peu normal.
Who are you?
We're rocks.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I'm Ralph, and the guy behind me is Ingo. He's my half-brother.
Hey, I'm not your half-brother. I'm your full brother.
Yeah, but we're two. And brother divided by two equals half-brother.
You
J'en
sure
étais sûr
about
qu'il
that?
allait dire
Of
ça.
course. But I can check it again on my slide rule if you want me to.
That'd be great.
Yep, half-brother's all right. Although I got more brains, I got more rhyme.
Your slide rule tells you all that?
Yeah, it's right here.
Man, I'd love to take a look at it myself. Too bad I can't turn around.
Eh ouais, on va leur demander qu'est-ce qu'ils font toute la journée en étant des pierres.
So, what do rocks do for kicks all day long?
What do you think we're doing? We do what most rocks do for kicks,
We lie about and enjoy our simple lives.
which in Ingo's case is particularly simple.
That sounds almost as boring as working in the circus.
Why boring? We lie about enjoying the sun and don't get into harm's way.
And we don't have any secret plans whatsoever, such as enslaving the world or anything like that.
Ingo,
What?
that's enough.
What did I do this time?
You can't even keep the slightest thing to yourself.
I didn't say anything, did I?
I didn't say anything. It won't happen again. How could I have known there's a princess in that cage? Man, I'm really fed up with you excuses.
But you know very well that we need an accomplice for our plan. One with legs.
But not such a greenhorn.
Ils veulent dominer deux pierres qui veulent dominer le monde alors qu'ils bougent pas. Ok.
Enslave the world? Sounds like a crackpot idea.
A crackpot idea? And what would you call your decision to put on that hat this morning?
Actually, I always sleep in my costume.
You really are strange.
Talking rock.
On va leur demander.
And how do you want to rule the world?
How do you think?
With a rock-hard fist.
Right.
Il nous a insulté de Bambec quand même, donc on va lui dire.
Just for your information, I'm not a greenhorn.
See? He's not a greenhorn.
Of course he is. An exceptional greenhorn.
All pets are greenhorns to you.
Hey, Ingo, what's that over there?
What? Where?
Looks like a lush meadow or a big tree frog. It's hard to say. It's shining so green.
Come on. What is it?
Hold on. I think it's a... Yes, that's right. It's his horn.
Are you finished yet? I'd planned to get a good share of abuse from other objects too. A root maybe, a heap of leaves.
Oh, you want to disagree, huh? You don't like being called a greenhorn.
Oh wow, You've read my mind. After all, the opinions of two rocks lying at the side of the road are of greatest importance to me.
You could try to convince us otherwise.
I'd be surprised if he could.
We should at least give him a chance, Ralph.
All right. I'll ask him the questions, even though I'm sure he'll make a fool of himself.
We'll see.
Of course we will. He probably even thinks Shauna's a mystical snake creature.
But Ralph, Shauna is a mystical snake creature.
Nonsense. Shauna's a bird, of course.
You are wrong.
Possibly. But I'm interested in what our greenhorn thinks. Now then, who is Shauna?
Shana est un oiseau, Shana est une femme serpent mystique. On va aller contre lui parce qu'il est, il est méchant.
Shauna is a mystical snake creature.
So that's what you think, huh? Interesting.
Ask the second question.
Yeah, I'm very curious too. How many eyes do more eyes have?
That's easy. They've got 9, of course.
You're an idiot, Ingo. They haven't got 9 eyes, they have 11.
The answer is 9. I'll stick with that.
No, it's 11. Our greenhorn friend will confirm that in a second. Now then, how many eyes does a more eye have?
9, ça fait pas beaucoup. 11, ça fait trop. Mais je vais dire 11.
11.
Is that your answer?
You heard him all right. Ask the third question.
All right, don't push me. The question is, where does Kalita live?
I know. She lives in the middle of the lake.
Rubbish. Kalita lives in a cave.
You think so?
What I think is irrelevant. The clown shall answer the question. Now then, where does Kalita live?
Kalida dans une grotte. Alors, est-ce que c'est elle qui est dans la grotte? Ah non, c'est dans la grotte. On a vu que c'était une araignée. C'était plein de toits de l'araignée. Donc, si c'est une personne, je pense pas qu'elle vit dans la grotte avec les araignées. C'est peut-être possible. Donc, je vais dire au milieu du lac. Je dis tout au pif, mais je pense que c'est au milieu du lac.
In the middle of the lake.
Lemmy, you're not a greenhorn after all.
I always believed in you. Didn't I tell you, Ralph?
All right. Here, take the stone powder. And use it to extend our sphere of power.
Ok, on va leur demander de la placer.
Someplace else for a change?
Don't even think about it. We're not being pushed around by anyone.
Well, I wouldn't mind being rotated a bit. I've been staring at that same rock over there for ages.
Have you lost the little that's left of your dignity? We are rocks. We don't need any help.
But Ralph, that rock looks like a cow's behind. And that's not all. I've been lying on this pointed stick for years. I may be a rock, but I have feelings too, you know.
We don't let ourselves be carried around, and that's that.
On va demander pour Shana.
Any idea where I could find Shauna?
Shauna? She lives in that cabin over there.
Ralph?
Man, will she be pleased.
Ralph? I think...
She hasn't had any visitors for years.
Hold on. What cabin? There's only a door.
What? That's nonsense.
No, Ralph. He's right. Shauna's cabin is in ruins. Has been for a long time.
But how did that happen?
Remember that storm? 8 years, 3 months, and 25 days ago?
Sure, I'm a rock. I never forget anything.
In that case, you'll also remember the earthquake the next day.
Of course. That was the day my termite ranch was destroyed. Damn erosion.
So the cabin was a victim to the earthquake?
No, termites.
I should have known.
Alors moi, elle n'habite plus
Does
ici.
that mean Shauna doesn't live here anymore?
Oh no, she still lives here.
She does.
Yeah,
In the cabin.
yeah.
Of which only the door still remains.
Now you get it.
Oh my, I'm getting that headache again.
Apparemment, elle est toujours là, mais elle est plus là. Paradoxe.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bon, apparemment, ils nous donneront
Know
pas
where to
plus
find us.
d'infos. Ils veulent pas bouger d'ici. Ok, bon bah, la prochaine fois, donc au prochain épisode, on ira voir ce qu'il y a derrière cette porte. Il y a peut-être quelque chose derrière la porte. Ok, on va aller sauvegarder. On peut sauvegarder, on va aller sauvegarder là. Ça sauvegarde bien? Je fais pas de bêtises, ouais, ça sauvegarde. Ouais, le 19/5/2021 à 23h05, c'est le... Ouais, c'est l'heure. Voilà, ça y est, au moment où je regarde l'heure, c'est à 06, donc on va quitter le jeu qui est très rigolo. Hein, pour une première très rigolo, très drôle. Par contre, notre personnage, ça change un peu. On a toujours des personnages joyeux ou qui sont déterminés. Lui, il est un peu... Bah, il se fait chier, en fait. Il se fait chier dans sa roulotte de forain, donc il veut se casser. Ça me rappelle un autre personnage qui s'est cassé, qui est en qui faisait partie d'une famille de forains. C'est Psychonaut, hein, je vous en parle souvent, mais le petit personnage qui s'appelle Raz fait partie justement d'une famille de forains. Il pensait que son père, vu que lui il avait ce petit Raz a des pouvoirs psychiques, mental, cérébral, on va dire. Pensait que son père, il aimait pas ça et donc il s'est barré. Alors qu'en fait, on apprend à la fin que il en était un et je pense que dans le 2, on va le revoir justement. Je pense qu'il va y avoir des trucs qui vont se passer. À voir, on saura bientôt. Donc allez, on quitte le jeu